mother told me she wasn't too sure true love existed. Mom told me she was that guy, more than a lover. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Even in my younger years, tired of feeling lonely, eyes full of tears. Codependent, deep inside this resentment. Yeah, you'll be my girlfriend and I'll ignore my fears. See, I always been a hopeless romantic. You got a problem, let me fix it. I'm no mechanic, yeah. They say I'm just says to try. Seems like I attract attached, yeah. How to get free when I'm a stranger to me. You're my real, you're my real, yeah. You know what I'm talking about. You're my real, you're my flesh in my flesh. It's a friendship so devoted. Bone of my bones. All the mothers get demoted. You're my real, you're my Now after 12 years we still got a problem. Remember everything in the first verse. We were ready for a takeoff. Heavy luggage, you took us from better to worse. Shared a problem with another, not highly suggested. It's like expecting a return when you never invested. No, even when I was younger, it's so hard to be single. What's the point of being married if I've chosen to mingle? I'll never do what my dad did to my mother, you to my mother. Like father, like a son that's asleep with another. Damn. But you can't, no, you can't lose what's yours. Felt like someone else took my spot, now it's getting hot. I let a stranger in. Baby, do you hear me? Listen, my flesh, it's a friendship so devoted. Bone of my bones, all the mothers get demoted. You're my real, you're my
What's up, y'all? This is about to be a very interesting conversation. So everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. For those who already know, I am very objective and I am not on the women's side and I am not on the men's side. I want to just have an objective conversation. So y'all hit the like button and let's get started. And for those of you who did not see the title, what we're talking about today is, are black women out earning black men, or are black women simply delusional? So before we get started, make sure, if you have not already, buy my new dating card game, Deeper Discussions. People are loving this card game, and altogether it's helpful. So I'm helping people. I've always been helping people, but I have a new way of helping people by playing this card game. So we're just going to get to the video, and we're just going to, I ain't even got nothing to say. So everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Let's get started. Send this video to somebody else. My channel is shadow banned, so it is difficult to get to my normal numbers because YouTube shadow banned me. So I appreciate it if you guys were to take this link and send it to people in your group chat, your friend groups, on Facebook and on Instagram DMs. Let's go.
Challenge is that women are having, black women in particular, when it comes to becoming a wife. keeping it 100,
Yes.
there's not enough eligible black males who fit the needs of black women. By the time you dissect the demographics of finances, sexual orientation, what you end up drilling down into, because black women tend to want to marry black men.
Right.
So black women are excelling. They're getting accelerated degrees, graduate degrees, doctorate degrees. They're starting businesses. Black women are running circles around men.
Right.
And it's also shown in research that women want to marry on their same level of financial and educational status.
Yeah.
So if you're a black woman making $150,000 a year with a master's degree, you tend to want to marry a black man on that same level.
So let's stop right there, because this is where she, and I know Rebecca Lynn Pope, Rebecca Lynn Pope tends to love to say things that start controversy. So I actually don't think she believes this. And I think she's just talking to be talking, because sometimes that's what she does. She's good people, but she'll turn around and flip flop every day of the freaking week. So let me back up a little bit, because it's something I want to point out right here, what she says right here.
Sexual orientation, what you end up drilling down into, because black women tend to want to marry black men.
Right.
So black women are excelling. They're getting accelerated degrees, graduate degrees, doctorate degrees. They're
okay. Something that women are so hard-headed where they don't understand, but nobody cares about your stupid degree. Put a 1 in the chat if anybody, if you agree that nobody cares about your little stupid degree. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree that nobody cares about a woman's little stupid degree. Because I'm sick of women running around talking about we have degrees. Nobody cares. You can have more degrees than a thermometer, and you still ain't gonna have no man. But one of the issues and one of the reasons why so many women are manless and husbandless is simply because they don't pay attention to what men want. They don't pay attention to what men require out of women. So the main thing is, it's not really about the degrees. See, women use degrees to make themselves feel good about themselves. And I'll say that again. Women use degrees in order to feel good about themselves. Women will get a degree and would turn around and think she's more valuable to the dating market. And no matter what we say, they're going to run around bragging about their degrees. So that's the first thing. Nobody cares about your little stupid degree. And then when she says women are running circles around men, they're actually not. The typical woman, whether college educated or not college educated, only makes $36,000 a year. Because this is the sad thing about black women. Black women will spend 6 years in college just to make $35,000 a year. If you just look up the statistics, I'm not necessarily the statistics person because they change, and I'm not here to try to be right. But at the same time, if you look up the statistics, the typical college graduate, whether mainly female, they only make $27,000 to $32,000 a year. So women love sitting around bragging about this stupid degree that doesn't even make her $40,000 a year. But the amount of school debt that same woman is in is probably over $60,000. So the typical woman only makes $36,000 a year. But that same typical woman may owe twice that much in school loans. The typical man don't want to deal with that because to a certain degree, ladies, you've stupided your way into a corner. And sadly, a lot of these college graduated women, they need help because they don't have a baby by a loser. They don't graduated and still ain't making no money and got all these student loans. So she got a baby that she needs help taking care of. She has all this student loan debt, and she low key feels stupid for spending 4 years in college, and she's still making $32,000 a year. That woman needs help. And another thing that women don't understand is we're not here to help you. Women are helpmates. You are here to help us. I'll say that again. You ladies are here to help us. And to a certain degree, nobody gives a damn about what you want in a man, nobody cares. Your job is to sit down somewhere. So I feel bad for black women because all they do is sit around and lie to each other to make each other feel good about each other. And all of this, to a certain degree, is simply women justifying why they can't keep a man. Does it really matter if a man doesn't make a lot of money to a woman? I want y'all to think about that. Does it really matter to a woman, to a black woman in particular, whether a man makes money or not? No. Virtually every last one of you have babies with broke dudes. Virtually every last one of you women have a baby by a loser. But now out of nowhere, you want to run around talking about how you're out earning men. Did you out earn your baby daddy? Yes. So you should be used to out earning the men you can date, because that's really what it is. You're out earning the men that you can get. The men with money don't want you. So back it up a little bit, because we got a lot more to go. Everybody hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button.
What do you think the challenge is that women are having, black women in particular, when it comes to becoming a wife?
Keeping it 100,
yes.
There's not enough eligible black males who fit the needs of black women. By the time you dissect the demographics of finances, sexual orientation, what you end up drilling down into, because black women tend to want to marry black men.
Right.
So black women are excelling. They're getting accelerated degrees, graduate degrees, doctorate degrees. They're starting businesses.
Another thing that she says about the degrees that is very important to pay attention to. And this is going to be hard. Most women who have these graduate degrees and doctorate degrees are fat. Most women who have graduate degrees and doctorate degrees are fat. So the numbers are skewed. All right. So just like these two women here, if they were both single, nobody's going to be looking at them, because Kendra G, single, you already know why nobody wants Kendra G. She don't look good. You can tell she's gotten her body done which means, there's a certain amount of laziness when it comes to her. And she has money, but who the hell wants to deal with a half-fat woman that has gotten her body done to avoid being fat all the way and has a lot of money and most likely is going to throw it up in your face? And Rebecca is married, which is dope. But if Rebecca wasn't married, she most likely would not find a husband because they're older. Shout out to Rebecca, but just how life is, it is what it is. So you have two like older women sitting here talking about how there's no good men out here. There's no good men out here to your demographic. And what is a demographic? One, you're losing your waist. I'll say that because neither one of them are fat, but they're losing their waist. So that means I usually say they're half fat, and neither one of them are half fat, but they're most likely at a point where they gotta get a body done, get a BBL or whatever. So I don't know, but it's a possibility that both of them have gotten their body done. I might be wrong, and it's not my business whether they have or not, but you got to look at how skewed the numbers are because of these variables. So I'm not talking mess about Rebecca. I'm not talking mess about Kendra G. But both of these women are older. Both of these women make more money than the average woman. And at the same time, they've most likely gotten their body done. So they would have never gotten any BBL surgery. They would not look the way they do. And that's a big issue because the typical man does not want a woman who's gotten BBLs. The typical man does not want a woman that's in her 40s. So two older women on here talking about how there's no good men out here. Well, there's no good men out here for you. But I do have the other side of the conversation, though, because I talked the other day how there aren't any good men for the finer women also, speaking objectively, but we'll get to that in a second. Everybody hit the like button, everybody hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Take a second right now and hit the like button. I need y'all to hit the like button.
Women are running circles around men.
Right.
And it's also shown in research that women want to marry on their same level of financial and educational status.
Yeah.
Okay, right here. Nobody gives a crap about what you ladies want. This is another issue. Nobody cares about what women want. Name a man on this planet that cares about what women want. Nobody. So all y'all want to do is sit around and talk about, well, I want this. Nobody cares. It's what we want. It's what we want. So yeah, we yell having talking about we're running circles around men. Okay, but even if you weren't running circles around men, ain't nobody gonna want y'all. Luckily, Rebecca Lynn Pope found her man. Luckily, you know what I mean? But altogether, I'm sick of the who's better stuff. And that's why I try to be as objective as I possibly can, because men are sick of women lying to themselves and other women saying that they're making more money than men. You're not. That's the first thing. And two, I'm sick of women. We are all sick of women lying and talk about how there's no good men out here. No, you ladies are fat. You ladies are fat. You ladies are grossly overweight. The average black woman is 180 pounds. I'll say that again. The average black woman is 180 pounds. Who the hell do you think we are settling down and marrying a 180 pound woman? Are you crazy? And hold on. All right, so let's keep going.
So if you're a black woman making $150,000 a year with a master's degree, you tend to want to marry a black man on that same level or higher. If black women are excelling at such an accelerated rate, how do men keep up with that?
A lot of times the studies say black women are the highest growing number of entrepreneurs. And we have been for the past 15, 20 years. That don't mean that we're making money.
Uh-oh. I know this woman, and she is one of these higher earning entrepreneurs. So she knows. Let's start over. This is important. Listen. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button.
Rate. How do men keep up with that?
A lot of times the studies say black women are the highest growing number of entrepreneurs. And we have been for the past 15, 20 years. That don't mean that we're making money. Don't be fooled by the data. They just say we leaving. They didn't say we getting paid. They just say we leaving. They didn't say that we were thriving. They said that we're leaving to create a business. An LLC equals $0.
Y'all hear that right? An LLC equals $0. So not only are the majority of black women fat, the majority of black women are broke, lying about them making a lot of money. So you probably got an auntie that makes $150,000, but you don't make $150,000. But you think since your auntie and your cousin and your your supervisor is a female, so they make $100,000. You think all women, excluding you, make that same amount of money? No. The answer is no. And all these entrepreneurs, women are the biggest entrepreneur. Y'all ain't making no money. Y'all ain't making no money. So the thing about it is women spend so much energy lying to themselves. And it's really sad. Shout out to her.
They just say we leaving. They didn't say we getting paid. They just say we leaving. They didn't say that we were thriving. They said that we're leaving to create a business. An
Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Thank you for coming and showing up, pulling up on me. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
LLC equals $0. Somebody saying that they're a consultant or a coach equals $0. That means nothing.
Do guys even like independent women? Ooh, I don't like where this is heading. Do guys like strong, independent women? Yes or no? See, when you add the strong to it, that just tells me you're gonna be a pain in my ass. Why, you can't handle it? I don't want to. It's a headache. How? I have a great career and I make tons of money. I could pull up to a KFC drive-thru and fantasize about a happy future with a pretty cashier. In other words, we don't care about your money. All you need is a decent looking girl who takes care of herself, is low-key, has great character and morals, and isn't annoying. She could be a teacher. That's perfect. Okay, so where does that leave all the women who sacrifice so much and work so hard to get to the financially prosperous person they are today? Look.
That's your dumb ass.
There's plenty of guys who like girls like you. You just don't like those options.
We are in the middle of a crisis. Black
Here she
men
go, this bull
are
crap.
in crisis.
Black men are in crisis though, right?
Who denies that black men are in crisis is ignoring the data, the science, the research, the statistics. It is not a figment of your imagination that there are not enough eligible black men to marry. You are not imagining that. It is real. By the time, and like I said, I'm going to take my time with this. By the time...
Let's stop right there for a second. There are the same amount of eligible black men ready for marriage because of how they worked on themselves as there are eligible black women that are ready for marriage because they've worked on themselves. That's really the bottom line. There are not this abundance of black women that have gotten therapy, that aren't fat, that don't have bad attitudes, that aren't more excited about the wedding and not the marriage than there are black men. It's a lie. It's the same amount. 20% of black women are not screwed up, and 20% of black men are not screwed up. We all have problems. And that's the reason why I love making sure I stay objective, because we all have problems. And real quick, let's do this real quick before we keep going. Everybody hit the like button, everybody hit the like button, everybody hit the like button. And came out with my Deeper Discussions card game. For those who don't know, I just came out with my Deeper Discussions card game. And the significance of this game versus any other game out there is we are not having enough deep discussions with the people we're dating, and these relationships end up lasting way longer than they need to. What if I told you that playing a simple, fun card game will help you vet the person you're dating better? We all know that it's pee in a dating pool, right? But what do you do about this? Over 80 intriguing questions that will help you vet your mate better or the person you're dating better. How did you contribute to your most recent relationship ending? Explain the relationship you had with a guardian that you resented the most. How did your last relationship affect you, positively or negatively? After playing this game, and you're not going to get done with the whole game in one sitting, you're going to have so much of a better understanding of not only the other person, but yourself. You know why? Because you now have a fun excuse to have deeper discussions. So either click the link below or click the link in my bio to buy your Deeper Discussions card game. So make sure the link is in the chat. For Facebook, the link is on top of the video. If you have not already bought my card game, make sure to buy my card game. I am here to literally change the way you date so you would no longer be a Pookie picker or a Pookisha picker. Because like I said, just now, I just said that only 20% of the women are worth dating, and only 20% of the men are worth dating. And the other 80% are crappy, fat, broke, stupid people. So how do you know, or how can you delineate whether you're dating a person that is of the 80% of the stupid people or the 20% of the functional people? Play my card game. Play my card game. Buy it and then play it. I'm telling you now, that is the issue that we're having as men and women. Is only 20% of eligible opposite sex people out there, and the rest of them are trash. These dudes are there's the 80% of our men are either broke, cheaters, abusive, and I'm saying either or thing, not all of them. Feminine, and women have a problem finding a guy that is not any of those things. But the same thing with women. 80% of our women are fat. They got a bunch of kids. They ain't never had no therapy. They got all kinds of childhood trauma. And they will literally ruin your life if you give them another baby. and she's literally going to keep you away from the baby and put you on child support. So 80% of the women are problematic, but 80% of the men are also problematic. And we need to stop the cap like it's just men or like it's just women. What's up, Dana? So when I see so when I see them talking like
is
this,
that women are having, black women in particular, when it becomes to becoming a wife?
Keeping it 100,
Yes.
there's not enough eligible black males who fit the needs of black women.
so when I hear that, this is what they're actually saying.
It's trash. Every man is trash. Every man is trash. Every man is trash. All of y'all is trash. All of y'all is trash. Every man is trash. Every man is trash. Every man is trash.
So that really is what's going on out here. So before I go back to the Rebecca Lynn Pope video, I want y'all to watch this.
When a man isn't financially confident, true or false? When a man isn't financially confident, he tends to go for bigger women.
True.
Explain.
So to me, if I'm a guy, I just got out of jail, I got probation fees, I need somewhere to stay, I'm not going to go for a woman who works out 5 days a week and looks good. I'm going to go for the bigger girl. I'm going to say, you know, it's more of a chance that she'll be willing to compromise because deep down inside, she feels like maybe she has to compensate for the lack of the aesthetics.
Respectfully, that's probably the most ignorant shit I've ever heard in my life, bro. So you think because a woman is plus size or out of shape and what she accepts in life and what she should be expected to accept in life is less than because
because look what she accepts for herself.
True or false?
So this is part of the issue of what women are complaining about. See, women don't want to talk about how they're fat, they're out of shape, they're lazy. The majority of black women have not seen a gym since graduation. And you graduated in a gymnasium. That is the last time almost all of you black women have seen a gym. And you want to sit around and talk about black men. You're fat. 80% of y'all are 180 pounds. But a lot of you dudes are broke. A lot of you dudes are incels. A lot of you dudes are effeminate. A lot of you dudes don't know how to protect a woman. A lot of you dudes don't have morals. A lot of you dudes don't have normal everyday fundamentals of manhood. You're lost. You can't lead yourself out of a paper bag, let alone lead a woman out of a paper bag. So it's the 80% issue that we all are dealing with. 80% of women are fat, and 80% of black men are broke. That's really it. And when I talk about the 80% of women are fat, some of them aren't fat, but they got extensive childhood trauma. They're problematic. They don't know how to sit down nowhere. They don't know how to cooperate with a man because the majority of them don't have a dad. So I'm not saying all of the 80% are one problem. I'm just saying 80% of them are problematic. And I'm not saying that 100% of the 80% are broke. No. Some of the men who got some money, they ain't got no morals. The guy's a scammer, especially in Atlanta. The majority of the dudes in Atlanta are scammers. And he may be going to jail in another 2 years. So he looks like he got money, but he's a couple months away from going to jail because he's scamming people. Or that same black man with money is smashing every chick in the city. He's not ready for marriage. Or dude is gay. So it's both groups of people that are problematic. And your job as an adult is to find different ways to delineate who is stupid, who is problematic, who is dysfunctional, who is traumatized, and let that person fall to the wayside. But the majority of you, whether you're either in a 20 or in an 80, some of you don't even realize that you are one of the 80%. Well, sometimes all you gotta do is look down at your fat ass stomach and you'll be able to see that you are part of the 80%. But because you're delusional, you're gonna think you aren't. And some of you dudes, if you just look at just your life as a whole, you're an incel and you are part of the 80%, but you don't want to think you're part of the 80%. You're part of the issue also. So that's the issue right there, y'all. One, a lot of you do not know how to delineate functional people from dysfunctional people. Two, you don't know how to delineate where you are between the 80% or the 20%. So you think you're functional and great and all this because you refuse, keyword refuse, to see the actual answer. And like I said, I actually have an option or a solution. Here is the solution.
Give you and other players deeper discussion card game is meant to give you and other players deep understanding of how we all deal with relationship when or if things get serious. One of the biggest reasons why people break up is because of underlying family issues. This game can be played with either 2 people or an entire group. So have fun.
Question number 1. What is the one thing you wanted but didn't receive when you were young? Name a time when money was the main factor why a relationship went bad. What is the most annoying attribute about the opposite sex?
Deeper discussions dating edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend,
Candidate.
a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. It'll even tell you what's wrong with your sneaky link. If you and your sneaky link need to have a conversation, these are the cards.
And you can fix yourself and
And
figure out the why.
The texture of these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like,
They're like, they ain't gonna get
really
wore out. after
durable.
Okay, because like I said, I'm about solutions. That right there is a solution. The link to buy the card game is in the chat. The link to buy the card game is on the top of the video on Facebook. So let's keep going. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. So let's go back to this crap that Rebecca's talking about.
Real. By the time, and like I said, I'm going to take my time with this. By the time you take that black people are only 11% of the population, black men being half of that 11%, by the time you remove the gay men, by the time you remove the mass incarceration, that when you see the populations of these prisons, and it is predominantly black men that are, these prisons are full of black men, full, at an exponential rate compared to our percentage of society. We're only 11% of the population, but the prisons are full of black men. You take out the men who are already married. You take out the men who are on the down low, gay, pretending to be straight, but ain't never going to marry a woman. Or if they do, they're bearding, faking, fronting, whatever. Inside of the still group of eligible black men in the dating pool, you still now, under heterosexual black men who are not married and who are not gay and who are not in prison, are still going to be your gold tooth, pants sagging dudes who have 0 sense, That's still inside of that number. Black men have come at me when I say there's not enough eligible men, and they push back at me. But one of the things I've realized about good black men is that you don't realize that, first of all, there's not a gazillion more like you. I've noticed this even with my husband.
Now, is she right? Is she right? Put yes or no in the chat. Is she right? Put yes or no in the chat. Do you think she's right or wrong? Do you think she's right? Put yes or no in the chat. Do you think she's right? I personally think she's right. But there's another side of this. See, sitting around complaining about things being negative doesn't help anybody do anything. But my way of looking at this is the women are as problematic. The average woman is about 200 pounds. There are a few women that are not only smart and not dysfunctional, but there are a few functional women who have gotten therapy and let go of their childhood trauma and are not 200 pounds. So if you're going to talk about a problem, you got to talk about the whole problem. You're going to talk about a problem, you got to talk about the whole problem. And that's one of the issues. Women don't want to talk about the whole problem. Yes, black men are extremely problematic. Yes. But for any black woman to get one of the 20% of men that are not problematic, you can't be problematic yourself. And I'm not saying Rebecca Lynn Pope is problematic, but I'm quite sure she isn't really in the demographics. I don't even know why she's talking about this. One, she's married. Two, she's older. Like, why? Why are you arguing about this? Like, leave everybody alone. So, altogether, she ain't really got no business to talk about this. And I don't understand why you want to sit around and complain about black men all day, sitting in your damn car. For what? Like, how do you fix it? I just don't understand. Like, why you sitting around in your damn car complaining about black men so much? Like, you ain't got nothing else to do. And that's a problem. So this is the reality of black women. This is the reality of black women.
In the U.S. since the pandemic is on track to become a crisis. And black...
Because remember, this is exactly what Rebecca Lynn Pope said. Hold on one second. Rebecca Lynn Pope said it's a crisis.
Is ignoring the data, the...
Why, you can't handle it? There's plenty of guys who like girls.
Hold on.
The science, the reason black men are in crisis.
You hear that, right? Black men are in crisis. Now let's look at black women.
In the U.S. since the pandemic. Housing security in the U.S. since the pandemic is on track to become a crisis. And black women are being affected the most by it. Renters at...
So black men are in crisis, but...
U.S. since the pandemic is on track to become a crisis. And black women are being affected the most by it. Renters...
Rebecca Lynn Pope, you didn't want to talk about that part, did you? You didn't want to talk about that part, did you? See, the majority of black women are broke, living with somebody, fat, problematic, or with a bunch of kids. But you want to talk about black men, but you don't want to talk about black women. See, the crisis is on both sides, Rebecca Lynn Pope. Most of you ladies are fat and problematic.
At risk of eviction as of January spiked to about 3 million and counting. And of those, black women have the highest average of eviction filed against them at 6.2%. Now that equates to 1 in 4 black renters living in a place where black eviction filing rates were almost double than that of their white counterparts.
So real quick, y'all, I need y'all to contribute to the channel. I need at least 10 people to contribute to the channel. Either Aaron 1000 right here, Cash App, Aaron 1000, buy my card game. That's the second thing, or either drop a super chat. So let's get it. I need at least 10 people to contribute to the channel. I need at least 10 people to contribute to the channel. So let's get it. Either buy my card game, link is in the chat, Cash App, Aaron 1000, or either drop a super chat. Don't just be sitting here watching, do something. And people on Facebook, I know you're not able to drop a super chat, but you can use Cash App, which is Aaron 1000, 2 A's, or either you can buy my card game, which is the link that is at the top of the video that you're watching right now. So I need at least 10 people to contribute to the channel, or this show isn't going to go long. So contribute to the channel and hit the like button right now.
They are more likely to lose their job. They are more likely to.
Hold on, dude, you asking people for money, you call them fat. If they fat, they just fat. It ain't my fault that they fat. Did I make them fat? I'm trying to make them where they not fat. So yes, pay me money to help you not be fat. When you go to your a dietitian to keep you from being fat, when you go to your personal trainer to keep you from being fat, well, those people probably couldn't keep you from being fat either. So yeah, I'm trying to help y'all not be fat and let y'all know that y'all fat asses are part of the problem. So yes, for me instructing y'all on what y'all are doing wrong, so y'all and offering solutions, hell yeah, contribute to the damn channel. So I can call y'all asses fat if you are fat. If you ain't fat, you ain't fat. So don't be fat and you ain't got no problem. Who are you talking about?
You have to travel further for work, increasing their economic precarity, and more likely to be the caretaker and taking on a lot of additional families into their household.
Because I imagine they are also more likely to have children in tow, correct?
For sure, for sure.
They're most likely to have children, right? All y'all have children. See, that's what I'm saying. So to sit around in your little car complaining about how men are in crisis.
Women are in the U.S. since the pandemic is on track to become a crisis, and black women are being affected the most by it. Renter.
So I feel bad for you ladies who love to just sit around and complain about black men, because it shows that y'all are oblivious to your own problems and issues. Y'all are oblivious to your own problems and issues. A lot of you ladies are fat. So I agree with Rebecca when it comes to men. I get it. But at the same time, we got to talk about the entire problem and not one side of the problem. What's up, October 3074? So all together, how do we fix this? One, ladies, get y'all fat asses and get your fat ass in the gym. Get some therapy. because a lot of you eat your trauma. You eat in order to feel good about yourself. Every time the wind blows, you want to eat something else. You want to go brunch, go out to brunch with your little fat friends. And this is a simple thing that you can do. If you're a Black woman and at least 40% of your friends are fat, you are part of the problem. All right. If you are a Black woman and the majority or half of your friends are fat, you are part of the problem. Black men, a lot of you guys are angry incels. And you sit around complaining about women all day, just like Rebecca Lynn Pope sitting in her car complaining about men all day. Y'all have a problem also, Black men. Y'all are broke. Y'all are effeminate. Y'all are emotionally unstable. So we have issues on both sides. The Black women are fat and dysfunctional, and the Black men are broke incels. We have two problems. We have two problems, not one. Two problems and not one. So are you men going to get your lives together? Are you ladies going to get your lives together? That's really the issue, y'all. So everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. I was just planning on staying here for a little while. So it's about to be 3 o'clock. So I will talk to y'all later. But if you have not yet, make sure to buy my card game. I promise you, you won't regret it. I played this card game with my daughters and got a better understanding of my own kids. So it's not even about a dating card game and going out on a date with somebody. This card game will give you a better understanding of another person's family issues. Actually, let me read this real quick because this will actually help you. Deeper Discussions card game is meant to give you and the other player or players a deeper understanding of how we all deal with relationships when or if things get serious. But this part right here is important. One of the biggest reasons why people break up is because of underlying family issues. Family issues. A lot of you have family issues. A lot of you dudes are mama's boys. A lot of you women, you have issues with your own mama also. Thank you, Thomas. He says, MLG, why do you think Black men are dusty, broke, lame to our sisters who we prefer, but McKellier at the gym wants me? If somebody wants you and she's in the gym, why do you care about the women that don't want you? See, this is a part of the problem. If you got a woman that wants you, why do you care? If there's a woman that wants you, Michaelia at the gym, why do you care? That means you're probably lying. Nobody at the gym wants you, Thomas. Because I want y'all to think about that. Just like with Rebecca Lynn Pope, you got a husband and you sitting in your car talking about how there are no good men out here. What is going on in your life while you're sitting around in your car talking about something that's not even your problem? See, the people who complain about men, people who complain about women, and I don't do that. I offer solutions. I coach women, so it's a part of what I do. Those people are problematic people, and they are literally part of the problem. Sitting around complaining about women, sitting around complaining about men doesn't get you anywhere. What is your solution? What do you have to offer to your community that will help your community become better people? Instead of sitting around being negative and talking mess about the opposite sex. Because I have yet to see a woman that would be sitting in her car like Rebecca Lynn Pope talking about how fat black women are. Who's on that? Where are the black women that are talking about how fat black women are and how problematic black women are? Where's the men sitting around in their car talking about how broke and problematic and abusive black men are? Why is it always a man talking about how problematic women are, or is always a woman talking about how problematic men are? Why? We all are problematic. Our jobs is to delineate between the problematic people that are trying to act like they're not problematic and the non-problematic people. And a lot of you can't delineate from the two. And you keep getting hurt by the little whole woman that you dated that done slept with your next door neighbor, or your stupid broke ex-boyfriend that tried to get you pregnant, and you had to get 2 ABOs because you know damn well he's trying to trap you. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. MLG, I've been in a relationship for 4 years, sir. What I was trying to say is that say as we black men have options, that is our sisters don't. No, I disagree with you, Thomas. Thank you for the super chat. We all have options. The stupid people don't have options. The fat people don't have options. The incels don't have options. The broke people don't have options. The rest of us do. So for you to say that women don't have options, that's divisive. Because, like I said, the 20% of men have hella options, and the 20% of women have hella options. But the majority of you, male or female, are on the 80%, and you think you're on the 20%, and you think you have options, but you keep finding or dating the same type of people over and over again, which means you don't have options. So shout out to you, Thomas. You've been in a relationship for 4 years. Are you married? Why are you with a woman for 4 years? What is this? What is a 4-year relationship? Unless you're like 22 or something. So Thomas, I want to ask you real quick, why the hell are you in a 4-year long relationship? What are you doing? Because we're talking about problematic people. Sounds a little problematic, sir. Why are you in a 4-year long relationship? Y'all ain't married. Y'all, what y'all doing? I'm just saying. Saying you're in a 4-year long relationship is an example of problematic behavior. Either you're problematic or she's problematic. Because what woman is dumb enough to stay with a man for 4 years that hasn't married her or nothing? So she probably don't have a lot of sense still being with you for 4 years, unless y'all are like in your early 20s. What's up, Anthony? Y'all in y'all early 20s, being together for 4 years is cool. But if you're over 25 and you with somebody for 4 years, you're either problematic or your lady is problematic. So I'm just saying, you might want to think about that. Throwing out, I'm in a 4-year-long relationship. Okay, you sound crazy. That's a bad thing, not a good thing, sir. That's a bad thing and not a good thing, sir. But this is an example of what I'm saying. Some of you think you're in the 20%, but you're actually in the 80%. I don't know about Thomas, but being in a 4-year-long relationship sounds like you or your lady or both of y'all are in the 80% and y'all just tolerating each other because y'all can't get nobody better and y'all are just together. That's what I'm saying, ladies. If you're fat, if you're extremely overweight, if you can't see your poom poom by looking down because your damn fat ass stomach is in the way, or you got huge ass titties, you're a part of the 80%. Fellas, if you're running around being with women for 5 years without marrying them and don't put a baby in her, you are problematic also. We need to stop talking mess about the opposite sex without taking a second to talk mess about the same sex. Because whatever sex you are, y'all are problematic. Y'all need to stop this crap, man. It's sad. And it's embarrassing. No other race sits around complaining about the opposite sex like black people do. Women are trash. Okay. Men are trash too. Men are trash. Okay. Women are trash too. What the hell? It's just sad, man. But all right, y'all, I will talk to y'all later. I'll most likely be back on tomorrow. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and also hit the notification bell and hit the like button. And don't forget to buy my Deeper Discussions card game. Talk to y'all later.